Hey kids, I bet you did not know that Santa has homework. Yeah, that's right. I can't get away from it either. You see, I have to stay on top of what toys are trending. What is it that you guys like to play with? What are the games that you like? What are the activities you like? What are some of the real popular clothes and everything else? Yeah, a lot goes into it. It's just not all teddy bears and toy trains and kickballs and everything else. I have to check out mom blogs. I have to check out TikTok. I have to check out Twitter. I have to check out anything that's trending on any of the social media platforms. Well, yeah, thank goodness I have some very technically savvy elves, because it's only been recently that they got me to give up a quill pen. You don't know what a quill pen is? Ask your grandparents. But I remember the first time I ever heard the elves talking about LOLs. I thought they were talking about texts. And then, no, Santa, the LOL dolls. And they showed me, oh, okay. Fortunately, a lot of kids still like the good old-fashioned board games. They like, oh, thank heavens, Barbie is still popular. These past couple of years, I've noticed the trend has been less and less for electronics and things that you play with by yourself, and more for baseballs, soccer balls, footballs, things that they can play with outside, jump ropes, stuff that they can play with their friends, things that bring them out, get them active, get them away from the tablets and the computers and the iPads and the iPhones, and gets them into interacting and lots of fresh air and vitamin D. So that's been good. And actually hasn't declined as much as people seem to think. Toy trucks, yellow dump trucks, Tonka toys, matchboxes, those are still popular. NERF anything. I explained to the kids, I'll get you a NERF gun, but you gotta promise not to shoot it inside. And I'll tell you why. You see, the elves just love testing the NERF guns. So much so that I can't even get into the workshops because the air is full of it. NERF bullets, NERF this, NERF that, everything flying all over the place. It's a good thing they don't come much up past my chest. Otherwise, I'd probably have a concussion or put an eye out. So I make them promise, no shooting the NERFs inside. I also have to stay on top of where people have moved to. What are new addresses? You know that I make my lists and I check them twice to find out who's naughty or nice. What a lot of you might not know is that the lists are written, for the most part, in pencil. So I can take you from one and put you on the other, switch you back. Few cases, people are written in ink on both lists. So I have to update those. We have to constantly update our GPS and our maps and star charts and stay on top of all the space debris that is up there, that even though we don't go quite that high, after a while that stuff starts slowing down, and once it starts slowing down it begins to drop and gets into the lower atmosphere, so we got to kind of stay on top of that so we'll know when to move around. Of course, we have to always study the weather charts, what the weather is going to be like on Christmas Eve, where are we really going to need to try and stay away from, how can we still hit the houses, what are the storms and the forecasts. That usually starts working a little closer to, Thanksgiving and December 1st. But Aurora, my head elf in charge of the meteorology department, she starts watching the weather patterns, El Nino and La Nina, how is that going to affect things and so forth. And of course, I always have to monitor the reindeer's health. Are they eating right? Are they getting their exercises? Are they getting plenty of rest? Getting their massages. And I also have to keep my eye on the elves, because they will sometimes either work too hard or play too hard. You got to make sure that they have plenty of time to rest, but also remember, okay, we need to get back and do this, and make it so it's neither rest or work are chores or obligations, but something they look forward to. Let them know they're appreciated for all the hard work they do. Same thing with Mrs. Claus. Also the same thing with the reindeer. So, yes, I can slow down a little bit this year. I've got to take a look at the sleigh. Is it going to make it one more season? Should we start building a new one? Harnesses, the bells. Believe it or not, sleigh bells get a lot of wear and tear. All kinds of things that we have to stay on top of. Yep, Santa's got plenty going on, even if I don't start getting into the toy making until June and July. I'm really happy when all of you kids tend to your homework, because I have to be very diligent about tending to mine.